Hey everyone, this is Diamond Rivera, and we are at the MDN International Salsa Congress in New Jersey. And the woman I have over here is a person I've admired for so many years in her dance career, the one and only Ahtoy. First of all, I have to tell you thank you for what you've done over the past many years, 10 plus years in this industry. My first question to you is, have you gotten any sleep thus far?
Before I answer that and before I forget, thank you.
Absolutely.
It's really an honor for me to be here with you, and I really appreciate your work in the salsa community. And thank you for remembering me, because we go way back.
Yes, yes.
Way back.
We're talking about hot rooms with steam mirrors.
Yes, the good old days. Although I don't know if that part is over yet, but it's okay. That can stay.
Absolutely.
It's kind of exciting. I did not sleep. I will not sleep till the rest of this event is complete, and that's because I'm doing a lot of things here. I'm here representing the Summit Championship. I'll be running this. It's a regional competition. We just had the finals 2 weeks ago in Miami, and so all of those hardcore competitors are ready to go again, even though they, for all intents and purposes, have already completed their season. So they're ready to go, ready to start afresh, and we're doing it here at this event.
So my question to you then, as a person who is then a first-time competitor, what's some advice you can give them? Because most of the time these people are going up against people who have been either doing this for years or really in that system and have been training. What's some advice you can give kind of for your first-timers?
I think competition is really hard for everybody. Just the idea that you're putting yourself up against someone else. And so it seems corny to say, but you're really only competing against yourself. The beautiful thing about this particular structure we have is that you can compete at all different levels. So you can even compete as a novice, or what we call a novice, which is kind of like a beginner, someone who's having an introduction to the dance. And you're only competing against people at your own level. But if you enter the larger categories like Salsa On 2, it's really intense, and you are going up against current champions and former champions. The only thing you can really do is your best. It's your best. And it's the same way that you would go out there and do a show. It's the same way that you would perform for your family and friends and people who you want to show all the hard work that you've done. It's not any different at all. It just makes you more nervous. That's what I hate about it. It's really not that different. Right?
But I mean, and I would say that's the reality of things, because it takes people like yourself to kind of show people like the reality, because sometimes we see from afar or through a visual a recap of an event like a competition, and people get very anxious, very like intimidated, honestly. But for you to kind of like, hey, take a deep breath and realize you're really just competing against yourself.
Yes.
That's very important.
Actually, maybe I can say that as a judge, being out there, maybe it's helpful for people to know that I'm judging people for hours every single day in these big competitions, and I actually enjoy every single one of the pieces that I see, and I derive a lot of joy and satisfaction watching people put themselves out there, like dealing with being vulnerable and coming out triumphant. Maybe if you focus on, I know that I'm judging, and we talked a lot about this weekend. Like, it seems like I'm criticizing, but actually we're really excited for all of you, for everyone, to get to their next level.
Absolutely.
That's what competitions are for. In life, I don't like the idea of winning and losing. In anything, I don't like that idea at all. I think it pits people against each other. But in dance, and especially for this community, it's a small community, and we need something that helps people strive for a level of excellence.
Absolutely.
It's good for us, and it's good for everyone. So maybe if we can think about that in a positive way, it kind of gets us through the hard parts.
Oh, I definitely agree. And also realizing at MDN, besides the competitions, showcases, workshops, the big thing is social dancing. And I've asked many guests, many artists this, but I want to ask you is, of course, when you get some time to social dance through your busy schedule, who are you looking forward to dancing with during this weekend?
So, I hate to do this because it sounds like I'm biased, but I have to make a shout out to my partner, Edwin Tolentino, because I also hate it when people use the word underrated to describe him, right? Because it means that he's not getting the credit that he deserves. So I'm going to explain this the way Troy would explain this.
And we're talking about Troy Anthony.
Yes, okay? So I just heard this recently, and it made me laugh so hard. All the other leads are out there going from point A to point B. And Edwin is out there going A, B, C, D, all the way through the the alphabet, and it's because he really caters to the follow. And so he is very aware of what you're doing and what you're going through. He's like a very empathetic lead. And so he wants you to have a great time, and he wants you to feel like you can do everything that he's leading. And so you'll see him like going around you and getting into the position that is best for you, as opposed to like pulling you around and sort of forcing you into a position. I know that sounds really technical, but it's something that I think a lot of people love about Dancing with Edwin. So
Listen, I mean, Edwin Tolentino, I tell everybody, it's not like this man. It's just like he has so much wisdom and so much history. And like you said, it's really when you're dancing, whether it's a competition, social dance, it's about the experience. It's about the connection.
Yes.
It's about allowing, as a leader, your follow to give them the best experience possible. Because nothing's worse than someone just trying to just show off and throw you and flip you, and they think that a social dance can turn into a performance.
Right.
When, hey, I think you should be on the ground from point A to point C.
to point Z.
Yes.
Have a good time while you're at it.
Absolutely.
The purpose is totally different from competitions, right? The purpose of social dancing is for us to connect with one another, one-on-one, one person at a time, and to have a great time together, a totally unique experience. Don't conflate it with competition just because we're doing the same thing at the same event, both of them at the same event. And actually, Marcus and Diana, I want to give my last shout out. Marcus and Diana are such a great example because they dance that old school mambo style. It's really in the pocket, and they know how to social dance. They know how to make you feel good, have a great time, and they are competitors as well. So they put themselves to a very high standard, but they understand the difference and how many different ways we can enjoy this dance. So I think it's such a great honor for all of us to be here at an event that they're organizing.
Absolutely. A big shout out again to Marcus and Diana from MDN. Guys, this is Saturday night. I'm here with the one and only Ahtoy, and I am Diamond. And guys, can't wait for you to see the visuals we have of Ahtoy during the social dancing. Check it out. We'll see you soon.